Hey everyone, just gonna make a quick video on my Kubota B2601. It's a 25.5 horsepower tractor with a Kubota front mount snowblower with hydraulic hood turner, which is amazing. The only thing I wish I did have was the hydraulic deflector that would angle the chute down. Love the tractor. The tractor has been amazing. I built the cab for it last winter, so I didn't get a whole pile of hours put on it. I bought it December of 2017, so it was an 18 model. It's got 19.2 or 3 hours on it now. Some things that I don't like about it are the 3-point hitch system. It lifts too high when it's hooked to certain things, and as you can see right there, it bent that crossbar. Maybe that was partially operator error, but you can't watch everything at one time. And anyways, the tractor is 4-wheel drive with a rear diff lock. It will pretty well go through anything. It's got turf tires, which I highly recommend in snow and ice. The engine is very easy to get at compared to my old tractor, which was a B2601. Just everything's in there. It's not hard to get at. I've done quite a few things in here, wiring up the cab that I had to get to the starter. Nothing was really that difficult to access. The air filter right there, it's right there. I'm just gonna get my other glove on here. It's minus 18 with a minus 30 something wind chill, and it's a little chilly. Anyway, some things that I don't like about the tractor, like I mentioned, that 3-point hitch lifting a bit too high. The other thing is the 3-point hitch stopper, which used to be right there, and there was a knob on it and you could slide it to adjust your up and down height of your 3-point hitch, your max lift height. And everything was going well, it worked perfect and prevented me from bending that back bar. And then all of a sudden I found this little piece on the driveway, and then about a week later I found another little knob on the driveway, and I put 2 and 2 together. The knob had rattled loose with vibrations and it had fallen out, and then the little metal flat bar with the nut on it had fallen down out as well. So now I have no limiter for the 3-point hitch. I can probably put it in, but it does look like a bit of a pain in the butt, so it'll probably just be like this forever. Anyways, this is the cab inside. You can't really see that well, but fuse panel, a couple switches, interior light, wiper, motor. The only thing that I would do differently there is mount the wiper motor off to one side. That way you can put a longer wiper blade on it. This is a 90-degree swing wiper motor, so I'm limited to, you can see the wiper blade is touching the top of the cab almost there, and it's not quite down at the bottom. If I went with a longer blade, it would rub on the top of the cab for sure, which is no good. But if I offset it to, say, this side, I could have a nice 90-degree sweep with a really long blade. The problem that I'm having now is it doesn't sweep much of the bottom side of the windshield. It's still fine. You can always tap on the glass from the inside if any snow gets on it, but I haven't had to do that yet. I don't have a heater yet, so that's something that I need to do. Some things that I do really like about this tractor are the tilt steering. That is a tilt steering button right there. You step on it with your foot and the steering column comes back to whatever setting you want it. That's amazing. I really like the step through design. My old tractor, you had to step over the transmission, so this is a lot more ergonomic. The seat is much nicer. You're in a good position to see things. You're up higher. I love the single joystick hydraulic control for the snowblower or any front mount attachment. It's hands down way better than having two joysticks. Your couplers are right there, so that's a bit more monkeying around to change attachments than I would like. It would be nicer if the couplers were up here by the rad, but can't have everything, I guess. So I like my big doors. A lot of people have commented on them, how big they are, but the problem is if I had made a post in kind of near the seat back area, then it would have been kind of right in your line of sight. So I decided to make a full one-piece door, which the Kubota cabs are. I just got a generic tractor door latch, which they've worked out quite well. The reason that I left this front post a little bit longer, where this front post was so that I could put a step on it if necessary, or a little protector for the bottom of the floor. I don't think I will need to do that, but it's there if I decide. I built the cab the full height of the ROPS bar. A lot of aftermarket companies go about 4 to 6 inches below the ROPS bar. The reason that I did this was just getting in and out of the tractor. I noticed that my head would have hit the cab roof, and I'm not that tall, so I'm glad that I did that for sure. I tried to get the angle on the front windshield frame the same as the angle on the ROPS bar, just to make it look a little nicer. I know it's not the prettiest looking thing, but anyways, I had a Mennonite bend me up these tubes to form around the fenders. I took him a cardboard template and he rolled them, did an awesome job, super job. One of the hardest things was to find a gas strut that was light enough to open this door without destroying it. I forget the weight rating, but it was a strong arm, and I think that's the part number 4420. Yeah, anyways, it's a 3-speed hydrostatic transmission. I usually operate it in low or medium for snow blowing, typically medium if it's not very heavy snow. That's lots of speed. You could get yourself into trouble at medium speed for sure. The hydrostatic rocker pedal is really nice. A lot nicer than my old tractor. The gauges are nice and easy to read. The thing that I noticed about this tractor compared to my other one is some of the tin work is super thin. The fenders, you can grab them, they just kind of feel like pop cans. Same as the hood. A lot nicer looking tractor, but I'm not sure that it'll last as long as my 1989 B2601. They were a solid tractor. The reason that I upgraded was it was only 15 horse, I believe. This one's 25.5, so it honestly feels like 3 times the tractor with that extra bit of power. It'll do anything that I want it to do. The blower works amazing, like I said. The one thing that I don't like is this harness. It clips in right at the bottom of the snowblower. It would be better if it clipped in about 4 or 5 inches above, or even 6 inches above. I understand why it clips in the way it does, but I'm assuming it's because of trying to keep the drive line as straight as possible. However, when you go over some bumps, say you went over a bump where my foot is, the harness will go over it, and then your blower will skip the snow beyond that. For example, I'll show you one spot that always misses. This little rise coming down from my shop, right here. Luckily I have to blow this way as well, but it always misses this spot right in through here. You can kind of tell, but it's hard to see in this lighting. Other than that, love this tractor. Got it from Earth Power Tractors in Stainer. They were amazing to deal with. I would recommend them again for sure. Yeah, that's my video, and if you want to ask any questions, that would be fine. Alrighty, thanks for watching, guys.